Hey guys, just a gun guy bringing you another gun review, and today is very special to me. Today I'm showing you guys the very first handgun I ever bought, and it is a 1911, which is awesome. This is a Kimber Pro Raptor 2. So what does Pro mean? Pro means that it has, let's check, make sure the gun is clear. Gun is clear. So the Pro means that it has a 4 1/4 inch barrel. So Kimber, when they do their 1911s, they have just their full size. So this will just be, this one's full size is just the Raptor. The Pro Raptor is the 4 1/4 inch barrel, and the Ultra Raptor is a 3 inch barrel. So Ultra and Pro are their own little twist on their barrel length, just for information for you guys. But this gun is awesome. So when you think Raptor, you think dinosaur. And dinosaurs are scaly and mean and nasty, and that's what this thing is. It's scaly, it's mean, and it's nasty. You can see that what Kimber did with this gun to make it aesthetically like a Raptor. The serrations it has in the top of the barrel, the scales, the side serrations on the side, they are very pointy, very scaly like in nature. The front strap, instead of just your standard checkering, also has that scaling texture to it. One thing I did to this gun that did not come from the factory, because Kimber does something that I absolutely hate with a gun this expensive, is the mainspring housing, which is, the mainspring housing is the part of your gun that actually works your hammer. So there's a spring inside the back here, and that's when you pull your hammer down, it compresses that spring. When you pull the trigger, it shoots up and makes the hammer fall. But anyway, they put plastic mainspring housings on their gun. And I went and I bought an Ed Brown Cobra mainspring housing. So Ed Brown is a custom 1911 maker, and he has a gun called the Cobra. And this thing is like snakeskin. And I'm telling you, when you talk grippy, I mean, it'd literally probably eat your hands if it was a little bit pointier. Very, very grippy, but it made this gun just absolutely fantastic to hold, and it made it look awesome. Also added the Ed Brown mainspring housing onto it, or not the mainspring housing, I'm sorry, the mag well on the bottom of it, which I didn't necessarily need, but I really liked it. I also kept the stock Kimber Raptor grips, which you can see they're really scaly, which makes this gun, I mean, it's just an absolutely beautiful, beautiful gun. So aesthetically, this gun is awesome. Sights, it does have night sights on it, which is awesome as well. I would like this to have the orange ring like the Trijicon HD, but really, really good at night. Really, really awesome sights. Absolutely love that. Has a 4 1/4 inch barrel, and it does have a bull barrel. So what is a bull barrel? I have another 1911 out here I'll compare it with in just a second, but the bull barrel basically is, see how thick that barrel is? So the bull barrel is supposed to help with accuracy, and it's heavier, so it also gives the gun a little bit more weight for a tamed recoil. Something that is a little bit of a pain with this gun is the breakdown. I don't know if you guys can see inside there, this bottom rod here, it has a little pinhole. And that pinhole, if you can see it, it's right underneath the barrel. It's really hard to see. But if you can't see it, there's a pinhole there, and you've actually got to shove like a paper clip or something inside there in order to release this, to get the tension off the spring inside there so you can break the gun down and clean it. I do it a little different. I don't have to do that, but that's how they recommend you do it, so your spring doesn't go flying. The differences too in this is it doesn't have the barrel bushing that a normal 1911 has. There's no bushing whatsoever. So what's a barrel bushing? So I have another 1911 out here. Just for comparisons, this will be in another video. But if you look real close, you can see the differences in barrel, and you can also see the bushing that's on there. I'm sorry, I lost my words. So this is the barrel bushing. So what you do to break this gun down is you actually push this in and you twist that bushing. And you twist that bushing, it releases the spring and this guide rod, and it'll come out. That way you can take the gun apart. So that's the difference between the two. I like this one for accuracy. This one's pretty accurate too. But I feel like this is more of a pain in the neck to take apart just because there's so much tension on that little guide rod right there. As far as trigger, love the trigger on it. So we'll go through that. So I want you guys to really get a look at this. This is what a 1911 trigger is like. So you get this little bit of creep. I mean, there's nothing there, nothing. Oh, safety's on. So there's, see that? See that little itty bit of take up right there? See that just barely moving? Just barely moving. Now, it's at the wall. So as soon as I put a little bit more pressure on that, you see it? See it? Break. Awesome trigger, awesome. Really good for, you know, when you're trying to go slow and accurate, you don't have to kind of guess like with a Glock or like a Springfield XDS. You know, you have that mush in there. You know, you're still getting that mush. There's no mush. There's no mush. You're literally right there and it goes off. Love the trigger on this thing. I actually have my trigger pull gauge over here. So we will fire this bad boy up and we'll see what kind of pull we can get here. So we're ready. Put the gauge on the center of the trigger and pull. 4 pounds, 6 ounces. Do it again. Pull. 4 pounds, 1 ounce. One more time. Pull. 4 pounds, 2 ounces. So just a little over a 4 pound trigger, which is awesome. Awesome. One knock about this gun, I have carried this gun. The one knock that I do have about this is, some people are going to hate me for this, but I hate that it has an ambidextrous safety. I hate it. When carrying this gun, I found that this will bump on stuff, and it'll bump and it'll take the safety off. So now you still have to have this depressed, the beaver tail, in order to shoot the gun. But if the safety's off, this makes this gun less safe. And I hate that. I hate that. I don't know how many times I've gotten home after carrying this and find that that's been flipped down. I don't like it. It's not necessarily a huge concern, but I just don't like it. If there was one thing I would change other than the mainspring housing, it would be the safeties itself. Love this gun. It is aesthetically pleasing and it is a shooter. It is an awesome shooter. We got some stuff set up on the range. Kind of going to do some similar stuff to what we've done in the past videos. Going to go to the steel, go to the silhouette. I got a little surprise for you guys over there. And then we're going to shoot this from distance as well, because I'm kind of curious as to how far I can stretch this thing out. So I'm going to get the range set up and we'll be back in just a second. Okay, here we are, guys. We're at the steel. Got a nice little leather holster for the Kimber, and we're going to shoot 6 rounds, see if we can hit those steel targets. I'll give you my impressions of the gun and how the sights aim. So the sights are true to aim. That means there's not a 6 o'clock hold. That trigger is unbelievable. I mean, as soon as you hit that wall, that gun goes off. Absolutely love this gun for a 1911. I've got over 2,000 rounds through this gun. So this trigger is really broke in. The gun is broke in. Absolutely love it. We're going to go to the silhouette, do maybe a couple mag dumps, see how that goes, and then we'll do an accuracy test to see how accurate it is. All right, guys, we're at the silhouette. It's mag dump time. Okay, we got the mag dump. We're also going to do a 10 round, and everybody can see that I got that 1 round that's right there by that orange dot kind of rode up on me. We got 10 rounds. Let's do a slow fire accuracy. Oh my goodness, 10 rounds. Let's walk up here for a second. So we got 10 rounds. Check out that. So there's 10, there's one, and somewhere in there is another 9 rounds in there. That is absolutely tack driving. The distance on that is 7 yards. So at 7 yards, that's the kind of accuracy I'm getting out of that gun. That trigger is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Love, 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 love that trigger. Awesome for slow, accurate shots. We got a little surprise for you guys, so we'll come back in just a second. I'm gonna go get a different mag, and we'll be back, and you'll see what the surprise is. Oh yeah, you see that? That's a watermelon, and I got 45 caliber plus P ammunition. Let's see if we can explode that bad boy. Oh man, let's shoot it again. Let's shoot it again. Oh man, love that, man. I love that plus P ammunition. That thing is exploded. So we're gonna go do some accuracy from a long distance. I'm gonna go get set up for that, and we'll be right back. 10 yards. 20 yards. 30 yards. 40 yards. 50 yards. 60 yards. 'Alright guys, final thoughts. We shot from 60, ran out of ammo. So I'm not gonna reload and go back to 70 and all this stuff. I'm not gonna do that. So 60 yards with this gun, phenomenal gun. At long distance, the front sight being how it's the same as the rear sight, kind of gets a little hard to focus on. So it was very difficult to hit from that distance. A lot of focus on front sight. This gun, I love it. It's probably my favorite gun that I own. It really is, and I own a lot of guns. I absolutely love this gun. Trigger's awesome. It's beautiful. It is an absolutely beautiful. It's a piece of art, man. It really is. It is honestly art, and you get to shoot it and have fun, and it's extremely accurate. I don't have any words to describe how much I love this gun. It is expensive. This gun on buds is probably going for about $1,100. So I know that that's a lot of money to some people. It's a lot of money to me, but I love shooting, and I love shooting 1911s, and this is by far one of my favorite guns. As far as star wise goes, I would definitely give this thing probably a 4.5 stars. The reason that it doesn't get a 5-star is the purpose of a handgun, in my opinion, is to carry it. So this gun to carry is extremely heavy. It is a heavy firearm. You wear this thing for about 2 or 3 hours and you're dying to get it off your hip. You really are. But it is an awesome gun to shoot. It's an awesome gun to come out here and just plink around with. And I do like carrying it from time to time, but it is a heavy gun. So 4.5 stars. The Kimber Pro Raptor 2, if you're interested in this gun, can't go wrong. I've got over 2,000 rounds through this gun, and I can't remember one single malfunction that I've had with this gun. Not one. I've not had any failed to feeds, not even had any failed to ejects, not had any double feeds, nothing of that nature. So as far as a reliability standpoint, yes, I put this on my hip, and I trust this to save my life and my family's life. So if you're interested in this gun, Buds has got it. Your local gun shop can probably get it. Love it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like the video, subscribe, and we'll be back soon with another video. Thank you.